Good morning. Seems that we need to build a boat for some of our friends in Florida. V. Oakley? Woo! Is it getting in your house yet, V? True Crime Beat? Are you affected by it? We are live and shit. Exactly, Chrissy. Exactly. Now, how was everyone's weekend? I had a great weekend. I was just talking to Ange about it. Okay, True Crime Beat said she's okay. V. Oakley said just her backyard, part of her front yard. But she said my buddy had to canoe to his car. That's a flood. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning. All right. Saturday, OU lost. Syracuse lost. I did see the Eagles win NFL on Sunday. Woo. I'm always a fan of OU quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is from OU. But tonight the Chiefs play. And I feel bad for the Washington Commanders, also known as the Washington Redskins, because I don't think they understand the steamroller that's coming for them. And the name is Chris Jones. Because I think he's going to retire soon, and he's playing at a totally different level. It's like he's building his legacy. And yes, your old buddy Brooks is going to be up to watch Monday Night Football. Even if I have to put toothpicks in my eyes to keep them open. Okay? Because I'm excited for this game. So I hope everybody had a good weekend, and it is Motab Monday. Motab Monday. You better believe it. Lots been going on. I tell you what, Candace is the gift that keeps on giving. For some reason, everyone understands that what she did to her friend Dee is horrible. And I will stick with what I said. Dawn, grab the link. Grab the link, Dawn. I'll put the link down. Because when you're at someone's house and they get that ill, you hit the 9, the 1, and the 1. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay, you hit the 9, the 1, and the 1. What did she do? She called Dee's husband and said, might want to take her to the ER. Might want to take her to the ER. Okay. ER is different than taking someone to the doctor. Okay? Going to the doctor is not an emergency. The ER is. And mark my words, the only reason she didn't call up herself. Okay, now Candace is in here. Candace, come up, Fawn. All right, I'm putting it in here again. Tell you what, nothing like getting my blood pressure going on a Monday. The only reason Taz Fu, which is what she goes by, didn't call 911 is because she did not want to encounter the police. You know, the police don't like us. The police don't like us. All right, the link is up. You're welcome to grab it. All right, let's get to welcoming everybody. We're all friends here, and it's Motab Monday. Believe said, Brooks, you're skipping in and out. Is that on Believe's end or is everyone else okay? Sometimes those things happen. And if it's going to skip in and out, then I'll shut down the show and redo it because we have a lot to talk about today. Send link batch. Okay, Ilyanka said you're good. Nana said you're good. No, you're fine. I can hear you fine. Taz said if it's lies, then tell us. Tell it yourself. Set the record straight. Set the record straight. And thanks, Dawn, for renaming your YouTube Dee Wells. Ooh, Poppy's in. All right, so there, I'm just going to say ex-friend, which they have plenty of. Benny was asking a lot of questions about the 911 call. And about the picnic basket. Now, we're going to get to the Amazon list, but I know what picnic basket he's talking about, okay? And I'm telling you, I know there's a couple of broke asses in here, and I promise, if you grab the link, True Crime Beat will cash app you. So go ahead and grab it.
Candy, I want to ask you a question. Don't have nothing to do with Dee Dee, Don, no, none of that.
Everyone's talking about Dee Dee. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being with your friend? You're staying at her house and somebody gets super sick in front of you, and you don't hit the 9, the 1, and the 1. The 9, the 1, and the 1. That's it. We know Can't knows how to dial 911. Okay? She's called 911 on Dawn multiple times. Supposedly, she called the night that Summer went missing. She knows how to use a phone. She didn't want the authorities to ask her any questions. Okay? Hence why she didn't want to go see Dr. Phil. Because Don himself told me it was all I could do to get her on the plane because she was worried about the police. That's what he said.
But it's always one thing that really just stuck in my craw. So you remember when you sent me that evidence list? The thing was more like a seizure. They came and seized things. Remember, they took an iPad. They took a couple of phones. They took an Adidas sweatshirt. They took some jeans. They took some shoes.
They took Josie's clothes, and they took one of Summer's shoes. Yes.
What am I leaving off the list, Candy? A picnic basket, right? I'm leaving a picnic basket off the list, aren't I, Candy? We don't know anything about a picnic basket, though, do we? And I think, in fact...
Okay, the Dawn Wells that is in here, just block that person for now. Because I think it's someone else. I think it's Connie Simonson. Because she goes to all these different chats and says, sorry, I'm a little stopped up, not backed up. She goes to all these different chats, and when she's talking about me or my name comes up, she always goes, crime, lines, and more lies. Well, I think we know who the liar is. Thank you, Ange.
Historically, you've never had an answer for why they took the picnic basket. I can't figure it out because you said the little girl had hot dogs for breakfast, right? Somebody mistake me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm mistaken. Hot dogs for breakfast, which is nothing wrong with that. It's a breakfast of champions all around the world. And then y'all went to Sonic's after leaving the swimming hole.
Hey, boo boo, where's the picnic basket? Why did they want the picnic basket? And it took her a year to come up with the cold hot dog story.
You went to the head shop, and you went to Sonic, or the other way around, whichever one.
By the way, leave Taz alone because I know who this person is, okay? But I have a sneaking suspicion somebody put some old crusty bitch that let her dog die of heat exhaustion in here to pull that shit. But guess what? We'll get it figured out. Well, I won't, but you all will. And then you'll tell me about it later. That's normally how it works.
But the picnic basket. Y'all have a picnic? Because I don't remember anywhere in any of this you saying y'all had a picnic. So why would the police take the picnic basket? It was on the seizure sheet. It was on the receipt that you gave me.
It was on the pink slip that they took the picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo, it's time to get a picnic basket. Okay, so again, she told Benny that they had a picnic. She planned this day. I cannot verify if what she is saying is the truth, but I can verify one thing. She said it.
Now I'd have to track back through it, and I just to be honest with you, Candy, I'm tired, Candy. I'm tired, baby. I'm tired. Somebody will go find it now. I guarantee you that. But why the picnic basket, Candy? I see a lot of people worrying about this black tote. Was it next to the milk jugs that Summer was laying on? Was it not? Was it in the back of the truck? Who cares? Who cares? Tell me about the picnic basket, Candy. That's what I want to know about.
People keep wanting to ask why Benny's laying in bed. Well, he just said, Candy, I'm tired, baby. I'm tired. I can't wait till the day when old Cant shows back up on Benny's show or starts talking to Ernie again. And we will segue in to Kathy, because Kathy was a big issue after Dawn went to jail. They had Candace right where they needed her, alone and broke and with nothing to do but talk to people on the tube. Kathy stopped all of that. That is not anything that helps an investigation. She became very protective of who I'm going to say is a girlfriend. I'm just going to say they were just a little bit more than friendly with each other. Okay? All right?
I know a lot of people from over there by Sissy. I'm just about really just weaned myself off of calling people by these silly YouTube monikers. Sissy, right? I think it's a very befitting name, right? Run around here, don't show your face. 4 years later, you're a sissy, right? But Candy, tell me about the picnic basket, Candy. Why? We know why they took most of the other things, right? I remember Chasing Truth. She also was helpful.
According to my sources, Chasing Truth, who thought that when I was in the hospital, it was cool to attack me off of some stupid internet rumor when it was everywhere that I was in the hospital. But according to my sources that do deep dives, she's changed her tune and she does not support them anymore. No.
They're trying to figure out the size of the clothes, right? The size of the clothes was not your size, and they wasn't the smaller boys' size. So where did the clothes come from, Candy? I mean, go to Candy. Clothes went to the same place that the damn picnic basket went. Tell me, Candy. Tell me about the picnic basket. You don't have to give me no long, drawn-out story. Make it real short. You know, act like I'm a second grader. Just give me the raw dirty. You understand? I want to know about the picnic basket, Candy. I think that the picnic basket, Candy,
Don't say raw and dirty to can't, because that's exactly what she wanted to give you. Raw and dirty, can't. Raw and dirty, can't hurt it.
lost in all the shuffle, Candy, right? We done got all these things, Georgia, Dee Dee, Fred, you know what I'm saying, Andy, Fred Hill, the polygraphs. Man, it'd been almost 2 years worth of things, Candy.
4.5, to my knowledge. We have Christmas coming up. Okay? We have Christmas coming up. And as long as somebody wants to advocate for Summer Wells, let them do it. Because we can't find enough people to keep her name out there. I'm telling you. We just can't. If something's not solved in a somewhat manner of time, people they get bored or they turn it into drama. And that's why I try to stay away from that as much as I can. Sometimes it can't be ignored. Or as I say around here, can't be ignored.
That have helped all of us forget about the picnic basket, Candy. You know, Candy, I've been talking about this picnic basket since about the day after you gave me the inventory list from what they took from your house. Again, we know why they came and took iPads and why they took phones and, so on and so forth. I think we're even pretty clear that, something about you throwing your phone in the back of the truck. All that's pretty interesting, right? I want to know about that picnic basket, Candy. Tell us about that picnic basket, Candy. You could do it over at Pandrew's. You could do it on your channel. You could go do it, I don't know, over at Daisy the Cow Lady's channel. Go wherever you want to. Tell us about that picnic basket, Candy. Also, as far as the rest of the things that were seized from your home, could you please tell me, Candy, where those things are? Did you get any of those things back? I mean, tell me about that picnic basket, Candy. I need to know. I think the rest of us would sure like to put the idea of the picnic basket to rest, wouldn't we, Candy?
Well, the police know why they took it. The police know why they took it. They're just not telling us. Radio God said, Summer Wells getting gone changed my whole life. A lot of people feel the same way. Angel on Earth said he must have a feeling about that picnic basket or overheard something. I think he overheard something because he spent a lot of time in person and on the phone with them.
Because it just doesn't make any sense, Candy. What about the picnic basket, Candy? When the police was rifling through your home, looking for things to take. We got a picnic basket, Candy. I want to know. You don't have to tell me. You can tell everybody in the world except for me. But I want to know about that picnic basket. Please. Have a good night, Candy.
I guarantee Kathy knows. She knows everything else. Okay, and you've heard of a cock blocker? Kathy, if you look at the timeline from when her and Cant started hanging out to when Cant stopped cooperating with the police, according to Ronnie Lawson. I mean, he went public and said, no, they're not cooperating. Dawn's in jail. They had Cant exactly where they needed her. Struggling for money. Dawn's not there to tell her what to do. Brandis isn't anywhere around, and they don't get along well anyway. And then you have Kathy that steps in.
I actually took her to her psychiatric evaluation when they first ordered it, and it was in Knoxville. And at that time, she really hadn't driven on the interstate. You know, she hadn't driven very far, so she was really nervous. So I went with her, and really she didn't even know how to work her GPS. So we get to the doctor's office. I sit down in the chair, and the first thing that she does is sit down on the floor and grabs the Legos and starts playing with Legos. When the doctor came from the back, she opened the door, and she looked at me and she said, Candace. And I turned and looked at Candace, and I could see shock, actually, in the doctor's face, because she, you know, I think was looking at me to be Candace, you know, sitting in a chair, waiting to be seen, and then she looks over there and Candace is sitting on the floor, playing with Legos. Like a child is. Do I feel the Lego thing was legit or a ploy to seem off? Okay, no, it wasn't a ploy. That's who she is. That's who she is. That's the level she's on. And, you know, she has never ordered anything offline. She's never written a check. That's why I had to fill out all the papers for her, because she don't know how to do any of that. So, you know, and that's probably one reason, you know, she don't want to step away from Don, because, you know, he handles it all for her. No matter what it is, he handles it all.
What an act. What an act. Radio God said, I never believed that Cant was scared to drive on the interstate. Well, she obviously knows where the I-40 exit is out of Springdale, Arkansas. And she took it all the way back to Tennessee after Daisy sent her, or her community, a ton of cash apps for gas and I guess something about brakes. I don't know if the brakes got done. She drove to Georgia. So Kathy repeatedly lied to everybody about how non-functional Can is. Okay? She never complains about her fingers or tongue, but it's always that she cannot manipulate the world. She knows how to use Cash App. She knows how to order from Temu. She knows how to use Amazon. Don't tell me that she's never done any of these things. All right, here we go again.
Oh, come on, Smiley. Why?
Come in here and
Bet she won't come up here. I bet she ain't got the fucking guts or the noob to come up here. I bet she won't.
wait for her if she wants to come up.
Yeah, come on, Smiley. What's wrong with you now? Here I am. Y'all want me? Here I am.
Have I ever seen her lose her temper? No.
I have to slow this down. I cannot understand them.
She was very passive. She blew a bunch of, she just blew it off. Very little bothered her. So as far as her, nope, she never got angry or as, losing her temper.
Okay, Kathy, why don't you talk about what upset you when you said something disturbed you that happened between Candace and your granddaughter? Why don't you please do that? You bought the Suburban. You took her kayaking. You spent the whole summer cooking weenies and s'mores. And then when you launched your channel, one of the first things you said was, and I was so upset when she went back to Dawn. Holy fuck.
In my last video, I talked about
And going off the rails, nope. It was all just passive and, like, to hell with everything. It just didn't bother her.
However, and I don't believe this story for a moment. I don't believe it for a moment. Kathy was so prepared to tell everyone that Candace's problems were only brought on by Dawn that she said she took her to a rehab to get her off the booze. Okay? And she was there, what'd she say, 11 hours? But Candace said that the people there, well, she felt funny with the medicine. Well, that's to detox you, dum-dum. That's to detox you. And then she said that Candace said too many people there are inappropriate. Can't. You're inappropriate. Can't. You're married to Dawn. I don't believe for a minute that she even went to a rehab. Kathy made that up to try to convince the world that Candace is just A-okay, but just a little slow, doesn't know how to write a check, doesn't know how to drive on the interstate, doesn't know how to buy anything online, nothing like that. Just fumbling around in the world. Oh, okay. Good one, Kathy. No one bought it. No one.
There's Smiley. You want me to bring her up?
Bring her up. Why? What is wrong with you? Yeah, you did. On your live. I heard it. Don't lie. You a snooty ass little... Really? What'd you do with her? What'd you do with her, Smiley?
Now I took Summer. Not the
No, I said it's not about Summer, Smiley.
Oh no, it's not about.
And there's Daisy again. Okay, so you have Kathy telling everyone that Candace is very passive. Nothing gets her upset. I mean, all that stuff. Then here comes Smiley, and Candace is freaking out. Vibes. What was Kathy's motivation? Why? I mean, do you want the rated R version or the PG-13 version? Sarah. She knows about birthing babies. Yeah, does she think Dawn sticks it in her leg? Come on.
Summer, Miss Daisy. What the fuck?
I'll tell you what I'm afraid of.
By the way, this clip is from Crime Catalyst. Jenny said, I heard from a great source that Candace goes off the deep end when she's mad. Well, you can call my show a great source just from what we've heard since June 16th of 2021. That was my first show.
I'm afraid of it turning out to be that Dawn did this. Possibly without Candace's knowledge.
I saw baby and nobody would ever treat her like that as long as I was around. Ever. Nobody would ever treat her like that. Nobody would ever treat her like that. Nobody would ever treat her like that. Treat her like that. Treat her like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. As long as
Nobody would treat her like that if I was here, is what she said. Nobody would treat her that way if I was here.
I was around. As long as I was around.
I stand corrected. Nobody would treat her that way if I was around. Now, this is what I call a Freudian slip. Candace gets lost in her own mind when she's on certain substances. Now, remember, she told us that she took Summer by the hand, walked her in the house, and told the boys, keep your eye on Summer. Also, please jot it down in your memory. She also said to Jinkies, when they got the letter saying we're not going to go forward with the neglect and endangerment charges, she already knew they were pending. She knew it. But the statute had run out. That's 100% on Hawkins County. 100% on Hawkins County. But she said to Jinkies she was afraid of SA charges. She was afraid of SA charges. Nobody would say that unless they're really worried about it and they're really guilty of it. Okay? Nobody would say that. Could you imagine one of you calling, I'll just say me, I'll throw my name up and go, I'm just really worried that the police are going to accuse me of SA charges. Well, my first question will be like, why would they? And don't tell me Jinkies is lying. No way. She is not that type of person. Now, her sister might skate around the truth. But when Jinkies had the tree, the Christmas tree with all the missing children on there, she would not let Candace or Dawn around another child. I'm not going to say whose child it was, because Dawn was going to pick up this little girl and let her put something on the tree. And she said, no, 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 don't do that. She did not want them touching a child. Proof is always in the pudding.
Summer and the boys are the love of my life. I would never trade anything for them. I would never trade anything for them.
Summer and the boys are my life. I would never trade nothing for them. You didn't give a shit about your first two kids, Andrew and Candace. Andrew the second and Candace the third. You signed them straight over. You already knew that you were going to sign over your boys. You knew it because you didn't want to mess with CPS anymore. You did not want any charges on you. You did not want to face jail time, can't. You did not want to. Hence why you didn't call 911 when your friend Dee Dee was sick as can be, and they still don't know what happened to her. They have no idea. They're waiting on the toxicology. Will it be public record? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to publish that. I can tell you this from personal experience from a friend of ours in this community. When her daughter got what she thought was Tylenol and there was something else in there, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation thoroughly investigated, and someone went to jail outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee for giving it to her. Now, why would you not call 911? Did you give her something?
I would never trade anything for them. I would never trade anything for them. They were... I can't do anything but love them.
I'm afraid that Dawn has complete control over Candace.
And that's probably one reason, she don't want to step away from Don, because, he handles it all for her. No matter what it is, he handles it all. He has never ordered anything offline. She's never written a check. That's why I had to fill out all the papers for her, because she don't know how to do any of that. He doesn't know how to live without him. He doesn't know how to live without him.
She seems...
You were used, Kathy. You paid their child support. You paid her phone bill. You paid their electric. People were basically brush hogging their yard, which is a big ass yard. Okay? You were used. And if you look at this picture on the screen, this is how she acts. This is how she knows how to turn it off and on. We've seen it for years.
Seems like such a broken person. And broken people can be manipulated very easily.
Oh, she's broken, but not in that way. So we can agree to disagree around here. And I'm not going to have an argument with Crime Catalyst. Not going to happen. I can just tell you that she's broken, but not in that way. She uses everyone. Everyone. Her own children, her new friends, her ex-friends, her husbands, the guy that bought the body spray Windsong when he found her at the homeless shelter and she gripped it off him in Arkansas. I mean, anyone she can get a hold of. She's broken, but not in the way that Crime Catalyst thinks. But again, that's her opinion.
Actually took her to her psychiatric evaluation, and the first thing that she does is sit down on the floor and grabs the Legos and starts playing with Legos like a child. Yes. And I could see shock actually in the doctor's face. That's who she is. That's who she is. That's the level she's on. That's the level she's on. That's the level she's on. The level she's on. The level she's on.
What if Dawn is forcing Candace to keep quiet about what happened to Summer? Maybe he verbally asked her to cover for him. Maybe he threatened her. Maybe he didn't. Abused women oftentimes cover for their abuser without ever even been asked to do it. There's no doubt in my mind that Candace has been and continues to be verbally abused by Dawn. We've all seen it. We've heard it.
Summer's father, Donald Wells, does have a criminal past. Summer's mother, Candace Bly, actually filed an order of protection.
She doesn't know how to write or call 911. He drinks and throws things. Am afraid of being hurt. He is abusive physically and mentally, totally misspelled toward me. I am afraid for my children and myself. My mother fears he is going to hurt her because she is staying in her camper on the property. Yeah, I don't, basically, I mean, if you call the TBI or Hawkins County, they are going to say that Dawn and Candace and Grandis are still persons of interest. Do I think Dawn is some Prince of Charming? No. No. No.
Against him. The Hawkins County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to the Wells home on Ben Hill Road for a domestic assault situation. Bly told officers that Donald Wells came home drunk. Wells allegedly argued with the person and pushed Bly down, injuring her left knee. Wells was arrested and charged with domestic assault. Bly filed an order of protection against Wells the following day, writing, quote, "I am afraid of being hurt. He is abusive physically and mentally toward me. I am afraid for my children and myself." On the date of the hearing, Bly asked for those charges to be dismissed.
Can you imagine my fat ass wife going for a walk for real?
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
No, I want to go. No, I don't want to do this anymore. No, I want. Oh.
There's Leroy Leroy Blind. What's up, Leroy?
Nothing. What are you doing?
You feeling better?
I'm okay. I got my shades on. You don't want to see my face. That's why I put my shades on. You don't want to see my face. That's why I put my shades on.
Well, I don't like showing mine either, but it's better than the top of my head. I've been sick, so it's dark in this room that
Sexy. Sexy. Look at her. Woo! Got the glasses on. Police asking about the black eye. The whole 9 yards, which I don't think they asked about the black eye. It's not their business unless somebody calls it in and says, hey, this happened. They're not going to reach out. There's no Minority Report in America. They don't just say, hey, just calling to make sure. No one's picking on you. Just calling to make sure you're okay. Hey, happened to see you online. Saw you had a black eye. Are you okay? But she told everybody the police wanted to know why she had a black eye. Whew. She's like Ben Hill's Jenny from the block.
Man, I'm out on the porch out in the country here, so it's very dark.
We're talking about the movie The Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe.
Out, out, out. I'm hanging out in the kitchen.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I'm hanging out in the kitchen.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I love you,
I'm very
Candy.
tired.
I quit smoking and now I can't go to sleep because I can't breathe.
Oh.
I've been to the hospital and the doctors. They can't figure out what's wrong with me, and I figured it out. It's because my lungs are adjusting, and it stops me from breathing right. So I can breathe when I lay down. Yeah.
Right.
After 40-some years of smoking, that's what, when you quit,
Right.
that's what your lungs
I hear
say,
you.
know? Yeah.
And I'm
So
still
I just-
smoking.
Believe me, I'd love to have that cigarette.
What are the odds that this beautiful little 5-year-old girl, who we know from several reports and a CPS investigation, was truly just abducted, when person after person after person after person, one is PJ, Dolly's girlfriend, when they went there, for one, it's hard to find the driveway. GPS isn't going to find it. It's hard to get up the driveway. And if you decide to walk up the driveway, you better have some good shoes. Okay? I think the only way Chris McDonough found it is because he followed Candace, but it took him a while to get up the driveway. Remember, they're way up high. So with all the abuse, all the statements from Allie, all the statements from so many people, and the fact that CPS was at their house the day before, I think about Crime Traveler that always says police are wrong. She was probably abducted or wandered off. They've already said that they've investigated that. But, some people on YouTube know more than investigators. We have Lisa K. Ruitz that says none of that other stuff happened because it happened a long time ago. Listen, there's no reset button for rape or sexual torture of anyone. There's no reset button. You can't tell me True lied. You can't tell me Jose lied. You can't tell me all these people just started making stuff up.
Right now. A couple more days and my lungs should adjust. But yeah, so we had one guy that he went to his child's game over here, and that the soccer field's only a couple of houses over, and he got he was trying to get checked.
Jenny said, I was told by a great source that they had roaches crawling over their house. Big German roaches is what I was told. And rats that looked as big as damn possums. Can everyone hear me okay? Can everyone hear me? Okay, Mirror Camp said yes. All right. Just making sure. Oh, Walking Dead's here. Hey, Walking Dead.
Into the hospital, and they wouldn't accept him. He went berserk. He killed the woman that I grew up with right down the road, and then he jumped in his car and he went down to the local mall. He killed a bunch of people there until he killed himself. And he
That's
was seeing
sad.
people. He was having
Yeah,
that cycle thing
That
too.
does happen.
Yeah.
It
It's
does.
like, I grew up in this neighborhood and never have we had anything like that. And now I'm scared. I lock my doors.
I would be scared too. I would be too.
But that's what it is, your mind, it takes so much, and that's what I hope you don't mind me saying this, Candace. But when people give Candace and Dawn crap about, they drank or this or that, do you know?
Yeah, she's so distraught. This woman's telling her a horrible story, and look who's puffing away.
She's an obsessed Daisy. Look here, there's Leroy Bly.
What did I do?
Leroy Bly, what's up?
You're
man?
horrible. I didn't. That was That was. Oh my word.
Wow. What's up?
We have quite a few new YouTube members. Look at this. Bama Cat just got the membership back. Angel P gifted many memberships. So let's all say welcome to the family. If you missed the member show on Friday, well, you missed a lot.
Nothing, just sitting here.
Oh. Yeah, we was just talking about how mad I made Smiley a while ago.
My stupid ass husband.
What are you doing, Lee?
My stupid ass husband. Let me tell you, women that are in fear for their lives do not pick fights. No. They do not. They do not. They do all they can to stay out of harm's way.
Roy?
I'm sitting here being mad at Smiley.
Are you?
Call the police on my husband, you little bitch.
Woo! Call the police on my husband, you little bitch.
Fucking. Ooh, sorry, Daisy. I don't mean to cuss. You had no right to call TBI or FBI or the police and say that my husband hit me today when he never put his hands on me. He's been out there fucking working on his truck, being a man, and that bitch is gonna call the cops? Oh, hell no.
She done it because she was mad at me because Dawn sent me that thing where she
I
was.
don't give a fuck if she's mad at you or not.
Oh, I'm sure the police really called Candace, who is not cooperating in the investigation to find her missing daughter. They really called her and Daisy and said, "Oh yeah, Smiley called." Really, Smiley? That's not her name. They didn't call and say, and they're not going to call Candace and say, "Hey, we heard your husband hit you in the eye." Now, if they had a video or someone saying, "This is what she told me, I need someone to do a well check visit," But they're not just going to reach out to old Kant, who does not want to be bothered by the police. And Daisy has got some nerve making the assumption that Smiley called the police because she's mad at Daisy. No, it doesn't work that way. Sorry.
Don't call the police on my husband.
Exactly.
If I want to call the police on my husband if he did something wrong, then I'll do it. But he ain't did shit wrong. So don't call the police on my husband. Don't report shit that ain't fucking true. Look, she needs to stop talking about my husband, because I tell you what, I will come unglued.
She'll come unglued, just like she said somebody better get her bail money when Ernie told her that Don talked to Molly Golightly and said he would shower naked with Summer. Really? Oh, come unglued.
My husband hasn't did nothing wrong today. He went to work. He let me stay in bed and sleep in. And then he come home and worked on his truck, took a nap, and then went back out and worked on his truck. He has not did nothing wrong for her to call the police on him. Man, it's okay. Take it out on me, but don't take it out on my husband.
Well, she doesn't
If you hate me that much, go ahead, take it out on me. But don't do it to him. He hasn't even been in here with us. Yeah, I'm mad because they're going to jump all over my husband and he ain't did nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm mad.
Okay, Smiley, you're up here.
All right, what is it now? My name's on here. What is it now?
What's your deal? Why are you going to call the police on my husband and TBI? Why? What is wrong with you?
Make me stop. Make me stop.
Well,
Bitch, I ain't gotta make you stop. You ain't worth the fucking. You ain't worth the ground I walk on, bitch. Welcome to my house. I'm sorry, Daisy and Chet. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Oh, this is wrong.
But she.
Overdue with people. You needed to stand up and tell these people off.
To call the police on my husband and TBI for something he didn't do, and I have witnesses and proof in my house that he didn't do anything. I'm sorry. Everybody's begging me to stop, so I gotta stop, Daisy. But I love you, and I'll be here for you, and I'll sit right here.
And I have witnesses he didn't do nothing. Smiley's saying I didn't. The police don't tell anyone this is who called because they don't want an escalation. I mean, unless it's a next door neighbor and something needs to be discussed. But a woman that lives, states away, they're not going to do that. And they're not going to reach out to Candace's nasty ass and say, do you need some ice for your black eye? Sorry, they're not.
Here with you on chat, and no big deal.
A little bit too. Yeah, I don't want you going. It's not worth you getting.
No, it's okay because you know why? Because I have big shoulders, and I can handle somebody calling me out my name. It's okay.
No, it's not okay for people to pick on you.
It's okay, Daisy. I can do it. Let them talk shit about me. Let them talk shit about me. I want them to talk shit about me. Go ahead. Because they're stupid. They've never walked fucking 5 miles in my shoes.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, I'm going to end that one right there, and we're going to talk about something else. Well, hey, Jane Kendall. Thank goodness you're back. We're going to come back around, okay? For her to say, you can talk about me, but not about my husband. Okay, look. The police didn't call you. The TBI didn't call you. And even so, they're not investigating domestic violence. that would be a totally separate report. That would not be part of Summer's investigation. And they're not going to show up and say, hey, I heard you had a black eye. Can you tell me what happened? They're probably not even going to make a phone call. You see, you call for yourself. And we know that Candace knows how to. We know she does. We know that she has 5 bars when she gets a Cash App. We know when the whole thing with Jose went down, she called 911. 5-bar Candace got her way that day. And they showed up, took care of Dawn, and the next day she went in and said, sorry, I was just drunk, and dropped everything. You must be kidding me.
Hello?
Hey, I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
What?
Did you send me, you say that there's pictures of her?
Okay, we're going to go back in time. Okay? We're going to go back in time.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. Watch this.
There was a lot of stuff going on about how Kathy, the friend, had a box of Summers. Okay. I think we all remember it, but here's a reminder. There's Candace holding up an item. There's Candace holding up some things that were sent to her she did not buy. And her holding up Summer's jacket, which I believe she had on that day. When people say, oh, it's not the same one. Brooks, it's not the same one. It's not the same one. Listen, this bitch went to the water park on Friday. You think she really went out and bought a replacement outfit for Summer? Of course it's the same one. Of course it's the same one. And she kept it. And she made sure Kathy had it. So when Dawn hears all of the buzzing around YouTube, he gets curious. He gets real curious. So he calls Myra, may she rest in heaven. And he wants to know what's really going on. You know why? Because Cant was lying to him. And we'll get to that shortly.
Hello?
Hey, I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
What?
Did you send me, you say that there's pictures of her having that jacket or that sweater?
It's the picture in the memory box, yes.
The picture in the memory
I mean,
box?
the jacket in the memory box, yeah, the picture of it.
The picture of it in the memory box?
Yes.
See, his ass don't know what anyone's talking about. He was in jail. Candace didn't even go see Dawn in jail. You know why? For one, she didn't give a shit about anyone. And two, she does not want to be around the police. to the point that even if she needs help, and she needed help with Dee Dee, the woman was dying right in front of her from whatever happened. We don't know. We don't know because the toxicology is not back. So how would he know what was going on while he was in jail? When I spoke to Don about the whole thing when he got out, he made it clear Kathy hates him. Okay? And while Kent was trying to flirt with Benny and Ernie, swimming with Benny, Ernie bringing her pizza, she wants to cook spaghetti for Ernie, Kathy stepped right in and she stopped everything. Kathy was a big issue in this. Once Kathy got involved is when Ronnie Lawson said, no, they're not cooperating. Don's in jail, so the they is Grandis and Candace.
The picture in the memory
I mean,
box.
the jacket in the memory box. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put the link up for anyone that wants to come up. Panda Crew, I see you're in here. If you could grab the link, I would like to tell you some things.
Picture of it.
The picture of it in the memory box.
Yes.
I want all my stuff. I don't care what you do. Okay. Is there any pictures that you can send on my phone? Because we call our private investors.
You can hear her in the background like the Kool-Aid man busting through the door. Well, I don't care what she says, she's lying. I don't care what she says, she's lying. No. Nope. Nope.
They're seeing what they could do, but they would like us. We gotta have proof. Okay, what does a memory box mean? Does that mean
It's the box that somebody that tell Candace to hold up for a minute and I'll explain to you. Okay.
You want to talk to her? You want to talk to her? Talk to her. Here, I got my Bluetooth. I'm gonna give her my Bluetooth.
All right.
Make me talk. I don't understand. Hey, y'all women talk. Hello?
Hey, Kathy told me it was the memory box that somebody that, supported you guys, not, you know what I mean, supported you emotionally.
Yeah, it's got the Paw Patrol on it and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know. I can't see the outside of the box. All you can see is Summer's name on the front of it.
Yeah, it's got a picture of, I think, cases burnt in the box and all that stuff, like Marshall and Paw Patrol up there are all burnt into it.
Yeah, it's burnt into the wood, yeah.
And then I know she's also got the family picture that Robin made there too that's got my stuff and probably some other stuff that she took out of my stuff.
Well, now when she sent it to me, that was before you and her were into it, and she has from day one that I met her or I started talking to her, I always supported you, always.
Right.
But I had asked her, I had messaged her and asked her for some pictures that wasn't already out there to put on Summer's birthday video. And she sent me a few of the pictures, like a picture of the rock that you painted for Summer.
Candace did not paint that rock. I don't know who did it for her. Candace did not make that box. She does not know how to burn or imprint into wood. No way. No how. I mean, this woman uses ketchup and hot dogs for spaghetti, okay? So, and we know that she's manipulative. We know she's manipulative. We know she will lie right there. Uh-oh, we've got trouble. Well, Andrew, how's it going?
Tiring, but how are you?
Hey, is it true that you're offline for a few days?
I'm taking a little bit of a break.
Oh, I don't blame you. Okay. Well, I figured. I mean, it happens. You know, you get a little drained. So, how's Candace doing?
I don't know. I ain't spoke to her in a couple of days.
Does she know that? I'm sure she does. And I mean, since, you know, you talked to her, have you discussed with her about what Jinky said, that, you know, when Candace said they weren't going to prosecute for neglect and endangerment, and that's simple to figure out. That's an easy Google search. It's because the statute's up. What did you think about her saying to Jinkies, but she was more worried about SA?
Well, it's the first I'm hearing of it.
Well,
Like I said, I don't talk to her much outside of YouTube, and when we discuss, we just talk about what's going on that day, and we leave the YouTube on YouTube. We don't really discuss what other people are saying.
Well, that's probably a smart thing to do.
I understand there's a lot of controversy, a lot of he said, she said, dealing with her daughter and the case, but at the end of the day, she's still a normal human.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and normal humans can do horrible things.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, I mean, at this point, there's no evidence of anything at this point, so why can't she just have a semi-normal life? By semi, literally a semi.
Well, I think she's having a great life. I mean, she's down in Georgia with Dee's husband, driving her car, selling her purses. Daisy spoke about it on her channel. Daisy supposedly has a place online where she sells things, and you know, Candace wants part of the money.
Well, I mean, if it pertains to her kid, she has all rights to some of it. If they went in on the business together, if they didn't, then I don't really know how.
I mean, I don't know why did she not call 911 when Dee was dying in front of her?
Nobody. That's the thing. Everybody's assuming she didn't.
No, I'm not assuming anything. Her husband said, Dee's husband said, Candace called him, I'm sorry, when he was at work, saying she needs to go to the emergency room. So why didn't she just take her? She's driving her car right now. She has the keys.
Well, I mean, it could have been something in writing. It could have been a list of things of something preventing her from doing it, or the simple factor is she chose not to. But there could be a list of unknown factors that prevented that call.
Like she didn't want to tell the police her name?
Well, by technicality, she legally doesn't have to.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean,
absolutely.
I'm not going to fault her for that. I mean, shit, I've told plenty of cops, if you don't know who I am, then you're working in the wrong fucking town.
Well, but you live in New York. This is Georgia. New York's totally different. Georgia's going to ask for your name if someone is dying in your presence.
Right. But see, when I lived in Georgia and I had a slight police interaction, they asked who I was, and I said that legally I don't have to tell you. I ain't doing shit.
Well, so, legally you do have to. If a policeman asks for your identification, you have to give it to him. Let's say I'm driving down the street right now and I hit someone's mailbox.
Police, well, yeah. If I just walk out of a store and a cop decides to walk over to me, legally I don't have to talk to him.
Okay, well, that's apples and oranges. Okay, you know, and most people don't have an issue talking to the cops. What I'm saying is, let's just say, and I know how much you love your kids. Okay. If one of them is having a health emergency, What
Oh, a health emergency? Oh, I'm calling my mama.
You're calling your mom?
Yup, because she can get here faster than an ambulance can.
But you have a 10-minute response in New York.
No, that's a lie.
Oh, okay. Well, then I heard.
That's what it's. Listen, I'm not going to front on you. That's what it's supposed to be, but that's a lie.
Okay. Well, we have an 11-minute response here. So, I mean, okay. So you're going to call your mom. Is your mom a doctor?
No, but my mom's sort of help. My mom will be here quicker than shit to take her to the next county over's hospital. Because this one here, we don't play around with the one in our county.
I mean, if I saw what I guarantee Candace saw, because the woman is dead, I would call 911. Hold on, we've got someone else backstage. What's up, Angel on Earth?
Not much.
Okay. All right, let me go back to my conversation with Andrew real quick. So I understand that you don't want to judge Candace for anything she has done, even to your own family. So can we?
The only thing I can say is you and I sat here, we did a whole live on it. We went through the proper channels and they found nothing. So the only thing I can go with that is I did what was best by law. And the law said, hey, there's no proof of it. So it didn't happen. So I have to go with it. And that's what I've been doing, is just going with the flow with it. Because at the end of the day, if the police say, hey, there's nothing proving any of this, then there's nothing to prove any of it.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there's no proof, okay, you yourself said she violated your son. Even if there's no proof and your boy tells you that happened, you're going to call him a liar because the law says there's no evidence?
No.
Bullshit.
But when and if he ever says anything like that to me, then I'll handle it a different way. But he never has.
Well, you yourself said that he did. You yourself said it.
We're not going to yell at anybody on panel. That's just not going to happen. And I love Angel on Earth to death. You know, it's a lot to process when parents hear these things and they feel frustrated because they feel like the authorities aren't doing enough. But, you know, we don't call our kids liars, because I can tell you why. If they're lying, they're covering up for something, or they're embarrassed.
Oh, well, he's got to be embarrassed about shit. He was the first one to call me when he lost his cherry.
Okay.
So,
all right.
At least I'm being honest about it. Like, the boy was the first one to tell me, hey, Dad, I lost my virginity. Awesome. Thanks. Because
I'm going to be calm about this. Okay. You said that he lost his cherry to Candace. You said that.
You did you did that on 2 other channels.
Well, I had to point the finger at somebody.
Well, you know, Jose knew about it and Allie knew about it.
I'm not too sure of what Allison knew. Well,
I shouldn't bring her up because she's not here to talk about about herself or defend herself. So that's very unfair.
Well, the matter of the factor is that the boy lost his virginity a lot sooner than fucking 2021.
We're not talking 2021. This happened in September of 2020.
Yeah, he lost his virginity before that too.
Okay. So at 13 instead of 14?
More like 12, but hey, who's counting?
At 12?
Yeah, chip off the old block. Not that I'm happy about it.
Wow.
I was quite pissed off when he told me. I actually hung up on him. I told him. Actually, I hung up on him, didn't talk to him for a week. And then when I did talk to him, my first sentence out of his mouth was, "You're supposed to be better than me, not go down my road."
Oh. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. It didn't happen on my watch, so there was nothing I could do about it.
And I mean, and if Candace won't cooperate and Hunter won't cooperate, what do you expect the authorities to do? It's basically your job to get an attorney and press and press and press and press.
Yeah. Well, wonderful thing about attorneys is they cost money I don't have.
Well, that's understandable. I get that.
And by this late in the at this point, by the time anything about Candace and Hunter was told to me, he was already, like I said, he was already scrumping his girlfriend. So it's like you couldn't tell either way. So.
Hey, you said you had to point the finger at somebody, right?
Always. I point
right?
the finger at somebody.
So why did you point the finger at Candace, hoping to get some money for that? Like you did when you put him on panel and you both lied? Were you grifting?
No.
Then why did you lie on her? I don't believe you.
Okay, so don't fucking believe me. It ain't all about money, honey.
Then why did you lie? It doesn't make sense.
And now how can you prove that it's a lie? How can you define what's lying?
Because I said it was.
I said I pointed my finger. You're right. It had nothing to do with money.
We don't need to raise our voices. We're having a civil conversation.
It had nothing to do with money. None of it had to do with money.
Okay, we just know that you collected a lot of money to go to Tennessee.
And
that got sent back. Okay, a lot of people said that you didn't, but I wasn't in the.
I think it's because they sent what I messed up on, and I did go through and re-looked at it. Is that I went through and I still owe like maybe 3 people a small amount I have to pay back, and that's only because it went from PayPal into my into my Cash App. So all but 3 people got theirs back. Let me correct that before people start saying, "Oh, well, I didn't." Well, I paid back everybody that paid me through Cash App, and I forgot about the PayPal. That was on me. I can fix that simply. I just have to go through and just send back what was sent to me.
If they're not bugging you about it, then so be it. And then there was
but I mean, I want to clear out my conscience on that. You know what I mean? Because I did, after hearing others say, "Oh, well, I didn't get back," like shit. I
can tell you right now, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned.
No, I'm not saying you, but others. But I mean, we all make. Listen. I made a general mistake by using 2 different cash things. That 2 different cards. That's my fault. That's all. That's where everything gets all mumbled. That's my fault. So.
And then there was an issue when you wanted to go down there after Allie passed away.
I was going to go down there. I had all rights in the hell of high horse to go down there.
Because I know many people sent money. I know that Justin did. I know that ICU
those who sent money did get back.
Okay, I know I sent money. I don't want it back. I don't want it back.
But no, I had dead set to go all down there. Dead set. Because losing, I don't know what it's like to lose a parent. I ain't had that happen to me, but the boy needed me, and I was going to go down there.
I mean, was it going to be a problem with your ID, or do you?
They didn't implicate the flying, new flying restrictions until after Ellison passed. But no, it was, I don't do well with people.
Okay, but I mean, it's not about you. It's about supporting your son. Right. And I mean, I know people.
I wasn't going to.
I do know that Mama B was offering to pick you up because she lives not far from you, and she was going to take you to the bus station.
Yeah. But no, like I said, I mean, I could have gotten down to the bus. I could have gotten down to the airport without a problem. I already had that set up. My mom was going to drive me down. Was going to drive me down. But my biggest thing is, as a crowded place, I don't do well in, even on my medications at the time. And I was trying to figure out how to get to him, plus make it easy, plus not have a complete anxiety attack while I'm with him. And that's why I was like, yo, I ain't going nowhere without my brother. Because it would have kept my sanity, my mental issues at a lower level than what they would have been if I would have went down by myself. So, and then
I mean,
those
things make people anxious anyway. I mean, you know, you just you get yourself to the airport, you know, you get on the plane and you sit there and you eat your pretzels and the nuts and you drink your water and you walk off the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so let's look at this real quick, Andrew. And I want to apologize right now to Angel on Earth. I didn't mean for her to get down. It's just a lot of people use ear pods and they, you know, when someone's raising their voice, it really, a lot of people are at work and it basically busts their eardrum. Okay.
Y'all were camping.
Yeah, I remember that.
She told me about the little cross, you know, the little cross that's on the rock that you found. Yeah. And she had sent me just a picture of the memo or memory box, and it's open. It's showing hair bows and stuff like that.
Yeah, I want that so bad.
Well, she had told me that you had left it up there for safekeeping until Yuns could find Summer.
No, that's not true at all. Because when I went up there the last time to get my stuff, it was not in my coat that I had. And I was wondering what happened to that because I looked all over the house and I couldn't find it.
Well, so was Summer, because from the first time something was said about what she was.
Okay, so I'm sure you can put two and two together. Bridget Swinger has a question for you. Now, this show is more about Kathy and the way she, in my opinion, okay, how she messed up the case when Dawn was in jail. Bridget thinks you might be scared of Candace and Dawn.
No.
Really?
No, I'm not scared of either of them. I can understand that.
Yeah, Angel on Earth said, I'm sorry, guys, I'm loud in general. Honey, we love you. Don't worry about it. Okay. A lot of people think you are scared of them. No. And that's the reason you haven't pressed any issues about your own son.
I'm not scared.
Okay. Well, because you've had two opportunities to go to Tennessee that people have sent you money for, but you didn't
go because I made a phone call which changed everything.
Oh, do tell.
Because as he's over here telling me and everybody else one thing, he's swinging a whole different story to my half of the family. And I wasn't playing those games. That's why I turned around, sent the money back, and told him to straight up kiss my fucking ass. And I told him when he could stop lying.
You said it was social anxiety. You didn't have social anxiety when you had the truck.
No, I had social anxiety, but we were trying to figure a way around that.
You didn't have it in 2020 when you went down from Gloversville to East Tennessee.
Yes, I did. I had it then too. I actually had it my whole life.
But you went then.
Yeah, because I went with people I knew.
Okay.
I went with people I've known for decades.
Okay, I got it.
Well, Jose, I can't say I've known Jose for decades. I've only known him for a couple of years. But that's a whole nother story. I knew him for a couple of years before that. But Jeffy and the old lady and Jeffy's girlfriend at the time, I've known all of them for decades. So.
Well, and you've known Allie for decades, and you obviously know your son.
Well, I thought I knew Allison in the beginning, but then I didn't. So
well, that's a different story. That's an ex. We always
that's
think
neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. She's not here.
Listen, I don't like. Listen, Allison did what she did, and that's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. I mean, yes, granted, she's passed on, but it still don't change the effect, the negatives and the positives that effect she had on people while she was still here.
And she's not here to defend herself, so I'm not picking that up.
Oh no, I won't either. I won't either. Not yet. Not till the boy is ready to speak on that situation.
Okay. But I just want you to know all of the lies that Candace has told. Okay.
There was a lot of them.
Multiple.
Oh,
and
I can vouch for that. There was a lot of lies that were put out. There was a lot of lies. I mean, shit. There was a lot of lies between her interactions with my son, between her interactions with Allison. I mean, yeah, with Allison, I mean, but not every friendship is built on truth. 90%
okay, Leslie, I mean, Dee just died. Can I tell you the truth, Andrew? This is what I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're scared shitless to push forward because all the people that have mysteriously disappeared in this case.
No.
Because, I mean, if they can make a 5-year-old disappear, whoever they is, I don't know who they is. If there are so many unsolved murders, by the way, Andrew, no offense, you're an easy target. You're an easy target.
Oh,
okay.
You can do that. I know.
And I don't blame you. I'm telling you this right now. I don't blame you. I mean, you have a woman that is sitting feet away from her friend and doesn't call 911. She waits for the husband to get off work and says she needs to go to the ER. Then you put her in the car and you take her yourself. You have a car and the keys right there. Why didn't you do it?
Oh.
Why didn't she do it?
Oh. I'm not in a rush.
I think you're being friendly with her because she knows you called CPS.
She knew that before she even started talking to me.
Okay, so be it. She even told Jinkies she was worried, her words, not mine, that she would get an SA charge.
Yeah, well.
I mean, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Andrew. Are you worried about getting an SA charge? I guarantee you're not. I don't think Angie Baby's worried about one. I don't think Chrissy's worried about one. It wouldn't even cross my mind. You know why? Because I wouldn't do anything like that. But it's something that constantly bothers her. And I can tell you that for a fact. There is a recording that only certain people have that is with the authorities that there is no way I would share with anyone, well, except maybe Kat, because she wouldn't share it. Who would even say they're worried about that? What would you do if your wife came home and said, you know what, I'm worried about getting a sexual abuse charge on me?
I'd die laughing.
What would be funny about that?
Because I know she'd be, because I'd look at her dead in the face and say, you're fucking full of shit.
Because you know she wouldn't do anything like that. But if she was dead serious, would you not ask? Why
Yeah,
would you?
probably after. Yeah, I'd probably, if she was dead ass serious about it, I'd probably would after I started laughing my ass off.
Mm.
I look at things a hell of a lot different. It's like it wouldn't be the listen with that hypothetical. It would not be any different than it was when I found out that my youngest daughter's mother got hit for that. So I died laughing and was like, well, who knew?
Hold on. Your youngest daughter's mother got an SA charge?
Yeah. I
And he
did a
laughed
whole
about it.
live on it. Like the day I found out, I did a whole live on it, blasting her shit. But yet
Can I
again,
ask a question?
Oh, hold on. I need to ask something real quick. Where is your daughter now?
she is with family friends.
Family friends. Why is she not with you, hun?
That you would have to ask her. I went to jail. She had the baby, and then I come out, and the child's not with her. I did the whole court thing. My name's on the birth certificate, and as of the ending of last year, I have three-way split custody because the mother was avoiding court, avoiding court and bouncing from home to home to where I couldn't find her to take her to court. But we found her.
No, you don't have to take her to court. I mean, the court will take her.
Because they needed an address.
Oh, they can find it.
Well, at that time they couldn't find her for her other child either. That she didn't.
Trust me, they can track anybody down. I mean, people like, I'm assuming your daughter's mother, they get food stamps, they get all kinds of stuff.
I'm not sure. I don't speak to her.
Okay. All right. So Angel on Earth has a question, and she's going to be civil.
Can I ask why you would say in front of millions of people possibly that your son was raped by somebody if he wasn't? Sorry. Why would you put that on somebody if you didn't believe that somebody did that to your child? Do you know what kind of mental anguish that could cause him?
Well,
being as Candace for one. Ew. And maybe LE watches your shenanigans online, and that's why you don't have your youngest daughter.
No.
Okay, let's just let him answer. Go ahead, Andrew.
At the time, I had plenty of people in my ear telling me something didn't look right, something didn't smell right about certain things that were said between him and Candace. And after a while listening to it constantly, I was like, okay, well, yeah, it doesn't really look right. Maybe their way of thinking, my way of thinking is different than everybody else's. So yeah, maybe these guys are actually onto something.
So you kind of jumped the gun. And accusing her is what you're saying without proof. Why would you do that?
Listen, they didn't even pull up. The CPS down there couldn't even find facts on her giving him alcohol. I mean, come on now.
Okay, you got a parental instinct. I would hope.
Yeah, but parental instinct is not the law. I mean, he said it himself on 3 different YouTube channels.
That's what I'm saying.
A twisted tea, and that she got him the vape. Okay,
right.
That in itself is a crime.
Right. Exactly. delinquency to a minor for one.
Not on my custody watch. I couldn't legally do anything anyway.
Okay, so parental instinct tells you it did happen, or you wouldn't have jumped the gun like that.
Parental instinct told me they were just messages.
I don't know about that. Why would you come out and accuse though? Why would you come out and accuse without proof if it wasn't a parental instinct that fueled you? Come on now.
Sometimes when you get told something enough times, oh Jesus Christ. Hold on, lady. My phone's ringing.
Okay, let me get back to this real quick. Hang on.
Yeah. Let me grab.
Okay.
Wearing the day she went missing, it said a pink shirt and gray pants. So I assumed the jacket got took off of her, right?
The jacket was never on her when she went missing.
That's what I'm saying. She had it on in the truck and
exactly right there why Kathy is lying. Okay? I don't mean Kathy. Candace is lying. And the jaded lover, who is Kathy, decided to call Smiley, or not Smiley, Nana's Angels, because she was so pissed at Dawn for, as she said, taking Candace back. Can we agree on that? And no one's going to tell me that Can't found the exact same outfit and spent money on it, considering she was asking for all kinds of money everywhere. But she put that jacket, she kept it with her for a reason. Would you agree, Angel on Earth?
Yeah.
They really think Candace gives a shit enough to go buy a totally different outfit that looks exactly like Summer's?
Candace doesn't give a shit about nobody but Candace. And she's not, she knows what she's doing with certain things. And she plays dumb to manipulate situations.
Well, I can say this about the jacket. It looks like it had been washed quite a few times. And I'm just going to make the assumption that Candace didn't do it, because the pink went to almost a peach color. It's the exact same size that Summer had on that day. And you hear her say, that's the jacket she had on when she went missing. Listen again.
Out in my coat that I had. And I was wondering what happened to that, because I looked all over the house and I couldn't find it.
well, so was Summer, because from the first time something was said about what she was wearing the day she went missing, it said a pink shirt and gray pants. So I assumed the jacket got took off of her, right?
The jacket was never on her when she went missing.
That's what I'm saying. She had it on in the truck and then she didn't have it on her when she got gone.
Right. She got too hot, so she took it off.
Well, anyways, that's what I was saying, because I made a video yesterday trying to figure out where the jacket was at, because they reported a pink shirt and gray pants, but they didn't say anything about the pink and gray jacket.
All right. We heard 4 different outfits between June 16th and June 17th. Okay? We heard purple shorts and pink t-shirt and no shoes. No shoes is always the thing. Okay? One thing Candace sticks with is blanket. Blanket, blanket, blanket. I looked under blankets. She was sitting under a blanket. Hunter said she was sitting under a blanket. We won't know the truth until law enforcement puts it out.
Brooks, I'm gonna jump down.
Are you okay, baby?
Yeah, I gotta take care of my son.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out where that was at. And then when I was looking through, somebody had said something, and when I was looking through those pictures, that jacket is in that memory box.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to put this in Discord here in a second. You all want some breaking news? Y'all want some breaking news? This in from the CLL news desk. Candace called Andrew and told him not to talk to me. Are you fucking kidding me? Way to go, Can't. You know, what a little bitch you are, Andrew, that you would take orders from a woman that did nothing but abuse your son and steal money from his mother, while all you did was pay the court-ordered $25 to your son. When you grow some balls, come back. She did that to Dawn as well. She told Dawn not to talk to White Boy Radio anymore. Boy, Andrew, what is going on? Looks to me like old Cant's got your number, and I don't mean your digits. Thought you weren't scared of them. No one's scared of a lie. They'll shake it off or be like, yeah, that's not true. The truth is scary AF. Somebody please clip that and send it to Prayer Garden. She knows she can use it anytime.
Right. Sorry, I got a text message on my phone. I just want my stuff back. I don't care about whatever.
But yeah, I can send you the picture.
I totally believe that Andrew is scared of them. I do. Candace is his moderator. Damn it, now I got to do a whole different show. It won't be today.
Yeah, if you don't mind, will you please?
Yeah, you want all the pictures that she sent me or just that one?
No, all of them will be fine.
I think I'm still friends with Dawn on Facebook. Do you want me just to send it that way? Because that's how I have it. Well, no, I've got it on my phone. I can just send it to the phone.
Yeah, send it to the phone, that's fine.
All right. But
all right,
yeah,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, my goodness. Who is Candace to tell anyone not to talk to someone? Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say. But I think it has a little something to do with this.
Where's that pretty little zipper at? He is outside as usual. Brenda, isn't it nice to see her smile? It is beautiful. It's so nice. Oh, it is. I love y'all. Y'all are great. No, you're the great one. You're great. Just for you. Both of you.
Thanks for being our friends.
Your friends are hard to come by. See the Mountain Dew? Oh, that's what I'm drinking.
Alright.
Yeah, right? I'm drinking iced tea. Well, it's a 2-liter, so you might as well. Yeah, right? Just get one of them, remember they're straws that have the candy in them? You can empty them out and stick that in the 2-liter bottle. Candace, can you say that on? Hey, can I have a friend join us? Yeah. Absolutely. Sure, absolutely. Dale! Go get her. You better ask her first. Get on the name. Can you see what's on the screen, Candace? Baby. Munich City Mom said she would like to help her. I see you. The comment that I put on the... Come here, Dale. Get your ass out of bed. He's like, I got church in the morning, woman. I was here cooking in the morning. We gotta go to church and then we're gonna come home and work on the house. That's what we're doing tomorrow. Come here. Come here, my friend. You're over here. Come over here. You'll be in our lives, baby. Get off of these. Come here. I'm gonna pick you up, baby.
Mirror, Dale. Go get her. Mirror, Chrissy. Somebody go get her. Mirror, Gaelic. Somebody go get her. Sitting on her ass, smoking a cigarette, and using Mountain Dew as a chaser while her daughter's missing. Mirror, Mama Bear. Someone go get her. But again, this show is more about Kathy. I do think it is hysterical that Candace, and I know you're listening, and I saw who's not in here. I know who's not in here. Told Andrew not to talk to me.
Closer to the end. Any visits, any conversation, any interaction.
Oh, real quick. Yes, Dale did pass away. We're up to 12 now people that got some of that juju that the Wells put up. Okay? And I have a feeling, and I'm not going to say that Candace killed anyone. I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. There is a ton of people in the last, well, I'm just going to say since June 15th, 2021, that are all in Candace's circle. Andrew doesn't want anything to happen to him. Karma won't get you, but God will. Karma gives you a flat tire. Karma gives you an empty tank when you thought you filled up. Karma gives you things like a broken... Okay, Andrew is back. All right, I'm going to put the link back up. I do think Andrew is worried, and I'm not going to judge him for that because I would be worried too.
Between myself and law enforcement, it's going to stay between myself and law enforcement. If that does not, if you're not satisfied with that, you want more, you continue to dig for more, call the FBI, call TBI, and call Hawkins County and tell them you want more information because you're not getting it from me. The mods have tried very hard to answer so many questions. She's been wonderful answering the same questions over and over. We're not going to keep doing that. She's not going to keep doing that. I told her just start skipping them. If it's something that I have responded to or somebody just keeps digging, trying to get more information, sorry, nobody's being rude, nobody's being ugly.
What they need in Hawkins County is a new detective. You see, sheriffs oversee it. Sheriffs say, I need someone to get out there and do the work. Okay? And they put pressure on their detectives. Okay? My understanding is they have 2 detectives. We know one is Pruitt that says there's no evidence that she has left the area, meaning Summer. Well, absolutely fine by me because we know police, it's a very bad idea to tell the public what's going on in their case. Candace told Daisy that the reason Kathy wears a mask is because she has a mustache. Okay, whatever. I mean, I've got tweezers. Okay, I've got a mole above my lip, you know, like where you get the little, like kind of like where your lip comes together, your upper lip. Okay, and I have to pluck it every so many weeks. Okay, and I pluck it out. I mean, I'm not going to let it grow out and put beads on it. I'm just boop, pluck it out. You know, and I want to know what happened. I mean, Candace was talking on another channel about how Kathy had all these tongue sores and everything. I just have a feeling where that came from. Okay.
That's all you're getting from me. You're welcome to call TBI, the FBI, Hawkins County. Tell them you want more information. But you're not getting it here. So I'm sure that's gonna make a lot of people happy. Yes.
Well, remember when Dawn said that Candace had a UTI because she wipes the wrong way? I mean, could you imagine having fecal matter around your other areas? Imagine, being in that area. My God. My goodness. Well, hello, ICU. Hello, ICU. But no, they need a detective that makes more than $16 an hour, and they need an aggressive district attorney.
Yesterday, no, let me speak on the on Candace getting her items, all of her items from here that she brought when Dawn went to jail. If she had asked for any of that stuff at any point or time, I'm not holding it hostage. It's not my stuff, it's her stuff. I don't want it. She could have had it at any point in time.
Well, Kathy lied. Kathy lied because she said that she called her local law enforcement to tell them that Candace was staying with her. Okay, let's just say boy mama came to stay with me. Do you think I'm going to call Tulsa County Sheriff and say, hey, Vic, boy mama's going to come stay with me, just letting you know. Okay, it's your house. Why are you telling me? Oh, no reason. Just letting you know. Let's say if Mama Bear comes to spend a weekend, and do you think that I would call Tulsa County and say, hey, boy mama's coming to hang out this weekend. I just want to let you know. Okay, why do we need to know? Is she wanted? Is there something going on? Is she supposed to leave her state or her county? Because we do know that Candace had to have permission. Candace had to have permission to go to California to go on Dr. Phil. Hence why she did not call 911 when she obviously saw her friend Dee in distress, medical distress. I don't know why. I do not know why. I don't know why. I have no idea. Kathy said it, not me. Beth Ann said, funny how Fred gives money to Pandrew. Andy B said, messages him behind the scenes, and Candace is now a mod. Did not know. I did not know. I do know that Andrew has nothing to do all day. I mean, he's got dick all to do, and he won't grab the link. You know why? Because Candace put her thumb on the back of his little fucking neck and said, don't do it. We're talking about Summer Wells. Unless someone is calling you to say someone died or they need help real quick, why would you even take the call?
She's not asked for any of it once until here recently, the last couple of days, obviously. And of course, she's welcome to it. I'm not going to drive to Hawkins County. I will drop it off to Sheriff Coffee and ask him to give it only to Candace, and to please make sure it's Candace by checking her ID. But I'm not going to Hawkins County.
Kathy, the sheriff of your county is not your errand boy, and he does not run a Goodwill, and he can't take evidence from another jurisdiction. Okay? Okay, brainworms, no one is picking on you. Let's just keep it nice, okay? We're here for summer. Unless Kathy Marsh comes in, then please let me know. Or Lisa K. Ruitz. Okay? Because Lisa K. Ruitz has spread a lot of stories in Summer's case. And Kathy was so enamored with Candace that instead of her saying the truth, she said way more than that. Kimberly Mann said, I pray for Andrew's safety. Yes, everyone, please pray for Andrew's safety, because we all know he could be scared for his life. But Kathy, something else was going on. Uh-oh. Still here said, why pray for Andrew? I bet he's the one that took Summer. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm not betting on anything, but I'm certainly not going to wish anyone's life away. That's just me.
I've gone out of my way for her long enough. I'm not doing that. She's welcome to it. She wants to get it today, she can go see Sheriff Coffee.
No, that sheriff did not take your shit, wouldn't take your shit, and he's not your errand boy. So, Kathy, you are nothing but sour grapes lover, spilt milk lover, ex-friend, and Candace has many of them. And I can tell you right now, that's the reason Daisy is so shy when she talks about Candace. I'm telling you right now. And I promise you, with all the things that Kathy put on the tubes, on the YouTube, I can tell you right now that somebody called CPS on Kathy and they went to check out what was going on. And then suddenly her show that was monetized and she was getting money and she had the wish list. She had everything going on, just went, bye-bye. I'm not doing anymore. Okay, I don't know who FRC is, but let's just be nice to everybody in chat. This makes no sense.
So, anytime, just saying. She probably doesn't even remember what all she brought over here. But, I have no reason for it. So, just to,
She planted evidence at your house. You bought the Subaru for the Suburban for $1,000. Your words, not mine. You spent your money for the entire summer of love, no pun intended, taking her camping, going kayaking, roasting marshmallows, roasting wieners, taking pictures of her naked ass by a pond for OnlyFans.
Put that out there. Ooh, the dentist. Good luck with that. Hello, Jackie. Miss Fletcher. Giselle. Okay, I don't understand why any of this is our business about Candace's keepsakes. Yes, I think you should drop it off instead of airing her personal. All right, well.
Okay. Kathy had what I would call evidence, and you can't tell me that that jacket hadn't been washed 1.5 million times. Okay? Look at it. It's the same jacket. Don't tell me it's not. And it was hidden. We know from many of the press conferences that happened in the first 2 weeks, there was more items of Summers they were looking for. Well, Candace wasn't giving them over. She was hiding things. I think she has the blanket that Summer was sitting on. I think she was hiding the jacket. Hence why she kept changing her stories. Because she was all over social media. And she was trying to explain everything to people. She said that she was doing dishes and Summer just walked out the back door. Then she said she was doing laundry. And then it developed after a few more stories, pouring cereal. I mean, nothing normal for her or for anyone else, considering what it takes to get up on that hill. I do think she planted all this stuff on Kathy. Hold on. The bow says Mama's girl. Trust me, that's something someone sent. The person that sent the box probably had those things in there. According to Grandis, she's the one that bought the outfit. And it was supposed to be for the first day of school. But she wore it the day they went out. And she changed into her bathing suit and then changed back into it. However, when she went missing, supposedly she had on shorts and a t-shirt.
Well, it's out there for several reasons. And,
Okay, I lost my train of thought. Hold My Halo said, Mama's girl? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, let me put it this way. Let's say a friend of mine comes from Oklahoma City and they leave something here that I think might have something to do with a crime case. The sheriff in Tulsa is not going to take it, but they will have someone come from the jurisdiction and get it. Okay, now listen, if it's a gun, you know, a pew pew, then yeah, they'll come get that real quick. But we're talking about a jacket, and nothing has been verified of what she was wearing. Obviously, she didn't have the jacket on when she went missing, because if you rewind in the show, when Candace talked to Nana's Angels, she said that's the jacket she had on when she went missing. Now, I want you to think about that. That's the jacket she had on when she went missing. Then how do you have it? And how did it get into the box and wind up at Kathy's? Her words, not mine. That's the jacket she had on when she went missing. Then how do you have it?
Nobody's making you sit here. Nobody's making you listen. Just saying. The milk jug video was Candace in the Subaru, as I suspect. I wasn't there. I do not know. I do not know. Dang, y'all know a whole lot more. Even going to specific hotels. Holy moly. Patricia Mitchell, I just listen quietly, don't say much. Why? If you have questions.
Oh, shut up, Kathy. You already said you don't want to answer questions.
A lot of people just keep drilling and digging, trying to get more information. If you want more information, call FBI, TBI, or Hawkins County. Tell them you want more information.
Okay, that's a bunch of nonsense there. But if you want to go back, clip it yourself, put it on your channel, use it as a short, whatever. Candace said it. That was the jacket she was wearing when she went missing. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing. Well, then where's Summer? Okay, and more of Candace's bullshit. Okay. Nana's Angels, may she rest in peace. For all the people who do not think Candace took the box and the jacket to Kathy's. Now again, remember, when Candace was talking to Myra, also known as Nana's Angels, she said, oh, that's the jacket she was wearing when she went missing. So explain why the jacket of a missing girl is in your memory box. That is some fucked up shit. If I can figure that out, why can't Detective Pruitt figure it out?
Well, apparently she found the jacket she was wearing when she.
Did she hid that shit from me?
Well, I don't know.
She hid that shit from me. Okay, so now they're in a heated confrontation, her and Don the Con. They're back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And they're getting so upset with each other because she's got some answering to do to Don. And Don is taking her side. And I go back to what Candace confided to Jinkies. She's afraid of SA charges. That's the truth. She's afraid. She's afraid of SA charges. I will never call Jinkies a liar, just like I would not go along with the narrative to call Leslie a liar. I was not going to go with the narrative to call Allie a liar. These are people that know her. They're not the most gifted people in the world. I'm not saying they are. But I can tell you right now, there was a reason that that coat was brought to Kathy's, because did she bring any pictures of her children? Nope. But she brought that box. She didn't give a rat's ass about the bows in it. We're talking about Can-Can. We're talking about Can-Can here. And she's got Andrew running scared. She does. What grown man is going to be told what grown man is going to be told, don't talk to Brooks, and runs away that fast? Andrew. He's scared of something.
The jacket she was wearing when she.
Did she hid that shit from me?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe
I had all my.
Dawn said it too. The jacket she was wearing. Candace cuts him off, and she hid that shit from me. I just really want everyone to pay attention. If Summer had the jacket on, if someone, this is not about Andrew, by the way. If Summer had the jacket on, then it can't possibly be in the box. Okay, listen to Dawn again.
Well, apparently she found the jacket she was wearing when she.
She did that shit.
Okay. Dawn is such a dumb fuck that he goes, apparently she took the jacket Summer was wearing when she went. And Candace starts blowing up. This is the reason I'm so mad at Kathy. Right there, she cuts him off. This is the jacket she was wearing. And then she starts screaming she stole it. So you're telling me Kathy stole it off of Summer that's missing? No, I don't think so. Kathy, you have a gift to give. And it has to be to the police.
Well, I don't know. I don't believe
I
it.
had all that stuff in that house.
No.
And I noticed there were some things out of that house.
Oh, well, she stole it from Candace, if that's the case. And she may not have had that jacket on. She probably didn't have that jacket on.
She had it.
What a dumb fuck. And Candace goes, I know there was something on that jacket. I know there was something on that jacket. Okay, let me answer some things from the chat, okay? Rebecca, I thought Kathy bought the Suburban. She did. You'll have to rewind. Okie doke. Peas in a pod. In my opinion, Kathy wash that jacket before she get back to Can't. Oh, absolutely. Crystal, in one of Kathy the Friend's lives early on, I said to Kathy, maybe you're Summer's hero. She kind of freaked out. She said, oh no, Crystal, in a scared voice. In my opinion, she knows much more. I mean, I can go through Kathy all day. Because this jacket, and we're going to listen to it again, I don't think Kathy has anything to do with Summer's disappearance. And I mean nothing. Nothing. But both Dawn and Candace said that was the jacket she was wearing when she went missing. Angel on Earth, what you thinking?
Okay, in one of Kathy's lives, she said she had bought the Subaru from Candace and found that box in the back of it because they didn't clean it out in some of Don's tools.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so could that box have been put in the back of that Subaru to hide it? And his tools. I'm wondering if there wasn't a hammer there or some kind of tool she might have hit Summer with and was hiding it in that Subaru. Because if you notice, Don wasn't concerned about those tools. He was only concerned about that jacket.
Could be. I mean, I wasn't there, so I can't say.
I'm just speculating.
Oh, I'm speculating too. That's what I mean. I do every day. I'm not an investigator, and I wish somebody would give me the case file. I tell you what, I'd go cross-eyed. But you have both the parents saying, she was wearing that jacket when she went missing. Well, then how the hell does Kathy have it? And do not tell me it's a brand new jacket when Kathy herself said she had to wash it many times. You hear Candace say there was a stain on it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and don't tell me that a sheriff from another jurisdiction is going to take evidence. I guarantee only Candace has it.
Yeah. I'm just, because I do remember Kathy saying that she found that stuff in the back of that Subaru she bought. I'm wondering if Candace just didn't hide it all there. Everything, you know, that pertained to that day in the back of that Subaru. You know what I mean?
Because she did it, but she did it much later. Remember, she wouldn't come out of the house and they searched the house.
Right.
And to be quite honest, I mean, this is totally off subject. Like when my kids played sports, and let's say they slide into third base and they cut their knee. It's very hard to get blood out, okay? You have to scrub and scrub and scrub, scrub to get it out.
Yep.
But you're going to hear her right here saying there was a stain on it.
Yeah.
So either someone burnt the original jacket and went and bought the same one to hold up. And I could see Kathy doing that for her girlfriend.
Or it was washed a bazillion times and scrubbed a bazillion times.
That's right. Okay, listen to this. And I think Dawn plays dumb for a purpose. I'm just going to say that. Because I can tell you right now, no way in hell would anyone believe this bullshit.
Well, apparently she found the jacket she was wearing when she did it.
Okay. He said apparently found the jacket she was wearing when, and then she erupts.
Well, I don't know. I don't believe
I
it.
had all that stuff in a coat.
No.
And I noticed there was something out of that coat.
Oh, well, then she stole it.
Candace goes, and I noticed there was something on it though. And I don't care if she uses hydrogen peroxide, Cascade, Dawn, or bleach. Blood soaks into the fiber. If they cared about the jacket and they thought it was relevant, there are many labs in this country that would soak it. And here's another question, Angel on Earth. Someone sends her a memory box with some hair bows. She puts the jacket in there and puts it in the back of the Subaru. Why?
To hide it.
Yeah, nothing about her family, nothing like that.
To hide it. Just like the tools that were in the back of that Subaru. Maybe those were the tools that he was thinking Marlena and that other boy stole, and Candace put them back there because maybe she used one of them. You know, like a little kid would hide something that they didn't want their parents to find, like a broken glass. That's about Candace's mentality. So let's hide it so we don't get in trouble.
All right, let's listen to Miss Cool, Calm, and Collected.
From Candace, if that's the case. She may not have had that jacket on. She probably didn't have that jacket on.
She didn't have that jacket on. It went with the outfit.
She didn't have the jacket on when she disappeared?
No.
Oh, okay.
She didn't have the jacket on when she disappeared? No, dumb fuck. Because it's with Kathy. But they both have said she had the jacket on when she disappeared. Am I making sense to anyone? They both have said She had the jacket on when she disappeared. Dawn started to say it. She cut him off. She told Cant, said to Nana's Angels, that's the jacket she had on when she disappeared.
She didn't disappear. They disappeared her.
Okay. Say in my opinion or allegedly.
In my opinion.
That's right, baby. Don't get your old buddy Brooks in trouble.
In my opinion, she didn't disappear.
Okay.
So yeah, that tells you right there she's a thief and fucking no good bitch.
She's a thieving no good bitch. Yeah, because like Kathy, she couldn't put that jacket on one arm.
She didn't have the jacket on, and she hid that from Candace and took it, basically stole it from her. So there you go.
She can't steal something that was given to her, and it was in the back of the Subaru that Candace was smuggling out of the property. And that memory box was the perfect thing that was sent to her with all the Paw Patrol and Summer and everything. It had the nice hair bows in it. So if anyone says it's not suspicious that Candace said to Nana's Angels that that's the jacket she had on when she went missing. Well, that's odd. Then why do you have the jacket? Okay, you should know what someone has on when they went missing. I'm sorry, Suburban. The Suburban is what Kathy bought. I get my S's mixed up. I mean, not that I want it to happen, but like, you know, I looked outside. I know what my neighbor Linda has on today. Okay, so I could easily say, I know what my neighbor Linda has on. I don't want her to go missing, but if she went missing, I could say, yeah, I saw her this morning. She was, you know, going out. And that's what I saw her wearing. But I would never have property of what she was wearing. Yeah, and there's nice people out there that will send gifts. I call it virtue signaling. I really do. Yeah, and sometimes people want to do nice things for victims' families, and as you should. As you should. The woman that sent it honestly believed that Summer was coming home, and by then, you know, this woman, I've spoken to her that sent the box. She told me what was in it, said she believed that Summer's hair had been grown out. That's fine. Innocent enough. But Candace put Summer's jacket in there. And lied and lied and lied and lied and lied. When Dawn called Nana's Angels and she goes, that's the jacket she was wearing when she went missing. Hey, Yvonne Manning. I don't know. In closing, I'm going to say this. We are less than 2 months away from Christmas, believe it or not, because today is October 27th. So I want everyone to get your Elf on a Shelf. Please check it out. Get your elf on a shelf here. Get your elf on a shelf here. I can send you one. I'm telling you, I can get it to you real quick. Grubby Goat. Grubby Goat said, and she didn't really have any hair when she disappeared. I saw her with little scarves around her head. Grubby Goat, can you please send me an email? You seem to know a lot. And now I won't put out your name or anything, but I want to say thank you to Angel P for gifting 5 Crime Lines and Lies memberships, Dallas for being a member for 35 months, Bama Cat's a new member, and Black Wing Paranormal has been a member for 30 months. I tell you what, you all are the ones that keep the blood pumping. You truly are. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mod Squad. Thank you, members. Thank you, friends. Thank you, new people. You know what? Remember, we have 2 shows tomorrow. Set your alarms, 9 a.m. Central. We talk about different cases every day. You guys are the absolute best. I've got to pee, and thank you very much.